Hey, what's up? Happy patch day. Welcome to the fucking bonanza. We're going to get Vivian in one poll, and then we are going to do her sides quest, her agent story. Because my RNG is fucking cracked. I'm actually super excited for this. I didn't expect the patch was going to be out today. I figured this, like, Vivian's out on the 23rd. Usually what that means is they patch that in other Honkai or Hoyo games. They patch this in like the mid-afternoon, and then it's not finished until later that evening or like the middle of the night. But this time, she came out at like midnight last night, so she's actually been out for like damn near 24 hours, and everyone's already gotten the chance to play with her except me. So I'm fucking late to the party, as usual. But again, it's fine. I have like 5 pulls left over, and I'm like 20 total pulls from pity. But I do not have a safe 50-50 coming up, so it's 50% chance we get Vivian, 50% chance we get some fucking garbage. Gotta do ye old relog. I think we're almost good. Alright, this is the one. This is the one pull that we will use to get Vivian. The one that the game just gifted me a second ago. Give me a second for this shit to load. We're fucking in it, bro. Okay, yeah, it's like, what, 5 pulls? 18 from pity. Let's just fucking slam these and see how it goes. Not even saving for 10 pulls, not even waiting until I have the guarantee. I'm just gonna just pump this shit. Full send it. I don't think I have enough. I'm gonna be completely honest. Well, at least we have a guaranteed A right here. Man, I don't need no more Pipers. I'm pretty sure I already have Piper at like fucking E6. Q, what's up? What's up? Did homegirl come home to you? Did she make it? She hasn't yet made it for me. But I have not given up hope. Hell yeah. Congrats. Congratulations. I'm definitely not jealous. You got the chance to build her yet? How does she feel? I haven't seen what people have been doing on tier lists with her and stuff yet. Alright! First maxed character. Fucking Piper, who I have not played a single time yet, I don't think.
Let's take a break. Standing by.
But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I need to collect her.
Good day, Lord Phaeton.
I simply must have her.
I would never turn down Lord Phaeton.
I am, that's the wrong thing. Need to move this. My fat ass out of the way. Don't have a third. Gotcha. I'm 13 pulls away, so I'm gonna just run around and try and get polychromes however I can. Her and Jane. Ooh, interesting. Oh man, that's tough they put them on the same banner though, because no one's gonna have the fucking pulls left over to get both. don't think I have any free stuff left I can claim. I'll do her story in the meantime. That should give me a handful of things. Vivian sent a message. Seems they made more progress in the sacrifice issue. I wonder how she's been doing. After Hugo passed, she's been busy managing Mockingbird. We haven't talked to her in quite a while. Oh yeah, I forgot Hugo quote-unquote died. Can't wait to see him fucking crawling up out of a dumpster later. Just covered in blood and dirt. Being like, what have you guys been up to? Well, you want to arrange a time for her to meet with her? Yeah. They have an agent story that came with her, or is it just a main quest line? So it's a main quest line. Excellent. Hell yeah. This means it'll probably be pretty pretty in-depth.
This time, let me.
Let you what?
Vivian. I didn't disturb your sleep, did I?
Oh my goodness, she's such a sweetheart. Season 1 epilogue. How many epilogues have there been? I feel like this is 3 or 4.
When I got here, the other Lord Phaethon said you were resting on the couch and just let me in.
When is the Season 2 patch, actually? When is Season 2 patch? Just 2? Okay. 2.0, June 4, 2025. That's pretty fucking soon. That's coming right up.
I meant to keep you company while you slept, but then I dozed off myself.
I'm so curious about this new region, I must say.
I was going to sit here looking super cute, hands cupping my face. You know, like the #1 sleepy face I want to wake up to pose. I can't believe I ended up falling asleep myself.
Zombies, what's up, what's up? Welcome to Vivian Patch Day. She is watching us sleep.
What pose? That was a lot of words in one breath. Are you sure
You already got her. Have you managed to pull her yet? Ah, shit. Tough. Balancing in between all of the stuff. I'm still kind of sort of doing that between this and Honkai, but mostly on Honkai I just kind of log in and do my dailies and then pull for a new character when they come out.
No, Lord Phaethon. I was just worried that I had disturbed your rest. Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month.
You think because we're Lord Phaethon she'd give us a pass to like touch your ears? Because I fucking want to do that pretty bad. I may do Goddess of Victory after I get like fully caught up in Zenless, just because I will need another gacha to play that I like haven't finished yet. It's either going to be that or Wuthering Waves, and so far I've heard more positive opinions on Goddess of Victory as of right now. I could always get back into Genshin, I guess, but yeah, I feel like I've already been there, done that. Even though there is a lot of stuff that has been released since I last played.
A bit late, but good morning, Lord Phaethon.
But either way, when you are gambling, when you're pulling on your gachas, fucking, you simply do not have enough time or money to get all of them at once. Yeah, that's what Zombies was telling me too, Q. I was like, I was surprised by that because it looks even more like a Gunnar game than Zenless does. But then Zenless was probably also the one that made me like stop and think, maybe these games are actually serious and I should take them seriously as like an art medium. So I should probably give it a try. Hell yeah. Another one down the rabbit hole of things that I maybe have to spend money on. Also, I've seen art. They got fucking thick women in there, which is what we like. Why do I have to hurry? Oh yeah, because probably the rewards are limited time. Maybe I should just hop on that shit then.
You're here super early today, Vivian. Is there something urgent?
I need to like, man, what I need to do is like get more free time in the afternoon and then stream like 6 days a week. Because I hardly ever am like playing video games when I'm not streaming. But I simply do not have enough time to play all of the games that I want to play.
Mockingbird's death has stirred up quite the storm. I took some time to gather intel.
So what else is there? There's Wuthering Waves, there's Nikki, there's fucking all 3 Hoyo games. I still feel like I'm missing one or two.
It seems someone deliberately leaked the story that Hugo is an illegitimate child of the Ravenlock family. But I haven't found the source yet.
How many people even know this?
Could it be Hugo's uncle, Hartman? Maybe he's trying to turn people against Hugo and Mockingbird by playing the illegitimate child card.
I suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background to make people believe Mockingbird is just another Top's pawn.
Hugo really is just gonna come popping out of the gutters in the middle of this quest at some point.
Mockingbird may be insignificant, but it has a loyal following among
It is a little bit awkward when it's like, you know, a character is gonna come out later in a banner and is gonna have major plot implications, and for right now we have to pretend like he's dead and we don't know that he's coming back.
After some digging, I was surprised to find that the public isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see him in a better light.
He has too much plot armor right now. He's got too much going on. Too much drip marketing, too many teasers.
Some people feel bad for him. Some relate to his struggles. And Hartman's the one getting all the heat.
I wonder how many people there are that play this game and like don't keep up with like leaks and upcoming patches at all. I wonder how many people went into this quest line like, oh, I kind of miss Hugo. I wish he didn't die. Because honestly, the way he died was pretty fucking brutal. Like, I would expect that to result in him not coming back. But everyone else knows too much. We know that there's no way he's staying dead.
The outcry against Hartman is growing, with many believing he murdered Hugo for his own selfish gain. Tops is hosting
Which is
an
correct.
industry summit this week, a responsibility usually handled by the Ravenlocks. But my sources tell me another family has taken over this year at the last minute.
Little Mermaid? Who's that? Where can I find her? Like a bang boo, is it?
If I'm not mistaken, Tops is intentionally keeping its distance from the Ravenlock family due to the current public.
Is that Tiger Girl in here yet? Or is that the next patch after this one?
Sounds like Hartman's in a pretty bad spot right now. But we know he's not the type to go down easily.
And that's what worries me.
Next,
Hartman,
gotcha.
in all likelihood, must have taken the sacrifice core.
Oh,
Now
okay.
that he has this bargaining chip.
My bad, my bad. I thought we were
Kind
still
of
talking about
deal
Zenless.
with the Exaltists.
Yeah, Tiger Girl is 4-star. I think, from what I remember, she comes out at the same time as Hugo.
Sorry for interrupting, Vivian, but I need a quick word with Belle.
Man, I wish she would come with the Vivian patch. I like Hugo, but I like Vivian a lot more. I would love to have the new character at least a couple of times gotten pulled
No
from
problem
while
at
I was
all.
trying to get Vivian.
I'm sure you have important faith in matters to discuss.
I'm definitely going to use more pulls during this patch than I am on the
Take
next
your
one.
time. I'll just be waiting outside.
But I'll still make sure that I get her.
We can't make our guest wait outside. Belle and I will step out instead.
Oh, don't mind me, Lord Phaethon. I wanted to browse the videotapes anyway.
I will say, Vivian does sound like she recently inhaled an entire helium balloon.
I'll be right here. Just let me know when you're done.
Belle, Lycon's outside the video store. He knows Vivian is with us, so he's hesitant about...
She sounds younger, a lot younger than she looks.
He's stressing over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian. But he really needs to talk to us. Maybe you should go speak with him first.
Speaking of voices, I saw pretty much the entire,
Neither he nor Vivian is at fault.
standard
As proxy,
cast
it's
got their
our job to be the
voices
bridge between
recast again. I'll have to see if I can find some of the standard characters and talk to them and see if I like their new voices or not. Lycan, you're an old recasting.
Good morning, Master Proxy.
Yeah. Somebody made a meme. It was like everybody in the standard banner except Nekomata has had their voice changed at some point now.
Good morning, Lycon. Wise mentioned you wanted to talk to us and Vivian about something?
Okay, cool. Because she was one of my favorites, honestly. Her voice was really good. Rena, that's a little bit sad because she's like supposed to be like a mommy character, I guess.
Yes, it's an urgent request from.
And Kaleda probably, I can imagine what Kaleda's voice always sounds like just by looking at her. I'm sure it's probably not hugely different.
Before we get into
Lost its gravel? That's kind of a shame. I liked the gravel.
Mockingbird, I'm concerned about Miss Vivian.
It made her sound like more fiery, more, I don't know how to describe it, more working class. She sounds like an everyday person when she talks like that.
Mistakes and betrayed the principles of Mockingbird, but I'm certain he didn't intend to put Miss Vivian or you in danger.
Yeah, well, he did.
I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one who took her companion's life. I might not be the right person to comfort her, but I hope she doesn't regret the choices she made, or lose faith in the path she chose.
I wonder how Vivian is doing, honestly, mentally. Maybe the loss of Hugo was offset by the fact that she can now stalk us and look through our windows at night and send us gifts and monitor our every movement through the GPS tracker she's installed on our car.
Vivian's doing just fine. She's actually been gathering intel and has a clear understanding of where things are headed. She might be tougher than you think. If you're really concerned, why not just talk to her directly? If you'd like to apologize, it should be face to face.
They should make her just fully Andre. They should make her, like, want to murder anybody that's not approving of Old Phaethon.
That's reassuring to hear.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I trust your judgment. You've always had a sharp eye for people. Would you mind coming in with me? I'd like to apologize to.
But also, the nice thing about this game is that I can just like go out and like meet them in their region too, if I wanted to. I could go where they're always hanging out and just talk to
I'll
them.
be staying neutral. Everyone has their own stance on this, and I get where both of you are coming from. As a proxy, I'm just here to make sure you have an open conversation. I'm not taking sides.
I respect that. Thank you.
Nice guy, like him.
Miss Vivian, I'm very sorry about Hugo.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain, so it won't fall when fortunes shift. Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I also have things I must see through. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltists and the sacrifices.
Miss Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my deepest respect. You have my word, whatever.
I like how we're
comes
just cool
next.
with every
I
criminal.
would never harm you or
The
Master
underworld.
Proxy. As for Hugo, please.
And the police.
Accept my condolences.
And the FBI. And a SWAT team.
Condolences.
And a
That's not
corporation.
necessary.
And a
You're right.
private maid service. Really just every facet of life.
Huh? That's it? You two just figured it out? Well, that was fast.
Master Proxy, I believe we all share the same goal. Uncover the truth of the Exaltists and the sacrifices. The mayor has tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission, and hopes we can work together moving forward.
If the mayor wants to work with us, I trust he will demonstrate his sincerity in kind.
The mayor was the guy that hooked us up with the fucking ability to go into the hollow, right? It can't be that
Mockingbird
bad.
will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will never change.
Of course. While the mayor cannot handle this personally, he will make sure we have all the intel and support we need. Miss Vivian, I know you have your own intelligence network.
Is Vivian a
For
Thyron?
some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the mayor can provide you a different
I
perspective.
still have not seen any other human beings that have pointy ears. Maybe she's like 1% like bat or something.
Please, take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the
Whereas
mayor
Lycan is like
so you can
40% wolf.
I need to discuss this with Wise and Vivian. With so many people involved in this, we need to be very careful.
Of course, I completely understand. When you've made up your minds, you can find me at the Ballet Twins.
Everyone just agrees to meet at the Ballet Twins for like everything. That place is right on the verge of a hollow. That's just the local spot. I saw somebody post that text conversation on Twitter. I was like, damn, Vivian, you are too down bad. Okay, that makes sense in this particular case then. But I feel like we're always meeting at the Ballet Twins. So we need to pick a different hangout spot. Somewhere more like lively and not surrounded by the stench of death. Yeah, Vivian for sure is very, I don't know what the word I'm thinking for, passionate. She's very passionate. Mockingbird isn't for authority, hopes that all people can be given equal opportunities and I'm not even gonna try New Vivian's voice, lest I fucking destroy my vocal cords with the sheer difference between that and my normal speaking voice. Otaku, yeah, she's an otaku. If I tried to do Vivian's voice, I would sound like a fucking 80-year-old person whose voice box has completely gone out. Me. Hello, gang. Oh, I want this parasol so bad. It seems you and Miss Vivian have made your decision. Of course, please rest assured. When it comes to sacrifices, the Mayor's interests align with yours. Or rather, we both want to protect the people of New Eridu.
I'll connect the call to the Mayor now.
My dear friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me. I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad. I didn't anticipate things would turn out this way.
So Hugo's last name was Vlad? These people are like vampire Thyrans. I know they said that they're not actually vampires, but like, that's...
As mayor, I can't fully condone my
that's their thing.
actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Vlad.
Maybe it's Vlad the Impaler instead of Vlad Dracula.
I looked further into Bringer's map. The sacrifices were created by an exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter. Mr. Landon passed away in an accident a few years ago. Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into sacrifices.
Why would anyone want to do that?
The problem was, the serum wasn't stable, and after his death, the recipe was lost.
There are too many people in this game that are like willing to sacrifice themselves and turn themselves into ethereals for no fucking reason. Every time somebody does that shit, they just writhe around in pain for a minute until they go insane and attack everything within arm's reach. And then somebody will see that and be like, dude, that guy looks fucking cool as hell. I want to be an ethereal
No
too.
one knows what happened to the exaltist in Janus Quarter back then, but it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the
They're like the
locations where the exaltist's most successful
Sanctus
attempts at creating
Medicus
sacrifices
in
were.
Honkai. Those guys had the exact same shit. They were like, I too think this looks like fun. I will make myself a completely mindless beast.
Since this person has already passed away, and the Exaltists haven't been active around here for
Okay, well that's one pro, but you still have all the other cons. It just sounds like it fucking sucks. I don't know. Maybe there's some perks to being like being strong. You can now stomp out all of your enemies. You can now walk through life unopposed by mere mortals. But it still sounds miserable and painful, and you just have an unquenchable thirst for blood. So I don't know.
Could it be that this is just Hartman acting on his own?
Unfortunately, that's not the case. My sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
Okay, I'm following you.
Is it possible it's someone from Tops?
Tops is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap.
I can live inside the Hollow. I can live in a desolate wasteland where everything is destroyed, and I'm also surrounded by bandits and insane creatures.
Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place.
I can set up a nice little tent and fucking get real cozy in these decrepit back alleys.
My guess is correct. Hartman has got.
Yeah, I guess it like protects you.
That used to follow Landon, helping them create new sacrifices.
It makes it so that you will not get corrupted when you live in a society where everything is getting corrupted at a rapid pace. So, okay, so this is like that classic philosophical conundrum is like, would you take immortality, but you still have to like live through the heat death of the universe and then float endlessly in space for billions of years. You have to like weigh the quantity of life with the quality of life. Eventually, you're gonna be stuck living forever in just like really shitty situations and be fucking miserable. You're gonna be like that guy in JoJo that flew through space and went insane. I cannot imagine a situation where I would take that deal. But I guess some people like being alive enough that everything else just kind of goes by the wayside.
But what's in it for Tops?
Yeah, then we can all kill each other. Yes, perfect.
There's no way the Exalted...
Maybe the sacrifices are also
secrets about
immortal, so
sacrifices
that
to Hartman, right?
they can just maim and destroy each other's bodies and then regenerate and just have a good old time doing that.
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when Tops steps in, taking control of the situation on their terms. The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while Tops comes off as the real protectors of the city. And when that happens, public trust will shift towards Tops. And Mr. Mayor, you might
Is
find
Tops a
yourself in an
government entity or a
unfavorable
corporation?
situation.
A faction. Okay, it's a consortium of the biggest businesses in New Eridu. I fucking hate them already.
Still sharp as ever.
I mean, I already hated them because they were like the main enemies of the last questline, but a coalition of corporations sounds like the slimiest, most fucked up like group of individuals that you could ever have.
What exactly do we stand to gain from partnering with you? Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens.
Re-elections next
I'm
year.
not some hero of justice, and I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Ravenloft.
Hey, Mockingbird's not dead.
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder I couldn't trace the source of the public outcry.
I'm not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked. And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who is unfairly persecuted.
I don't know. He's gonna have to have a pretty good explanation for why he took us hostage that one time before I can start seeing him in a positive light.
As I said before, I had a lot of respect for him.
But then again, I've had plenty of characters in Hoyo games where I'll see them, I'll have the initial interactions with them, I'll be like, I fucking hate this guy. And then they'll have some exposition, they'll have their own quest line, and I'm like, okay, damn, that guy's actually pretty cool, and he's a good guy.
I'd be happy to clear his name.
Most of this happens with male characters, because with the female characters, I'm willing to forgive them unconditionally because they're pretty. Yeah. Haru Masamasa, that was true for him. It was true for Aventurine. I didn't like Welt when I first started playing Honkai a lot either, and then I was like, okay, he's actually kind of cool.
Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration.
I suppose that's probably a thing mostly in Honkai rather than Zenless, because I like the Zenless male characters a lot more. I know I've said this multiple times already, but I prefer when male characters are stupid as fuck. And the male characters in this game are mostly stupid as fuck, which is great.
After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one. There are more places where
Well, they're not stupid, they're just not like as overly serious and...
Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it. I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifices from
That'd seem like that'd be good to have a... crack open a cold one
Make sure to
with...
dispose of them once you do, so no one will be able to use them again. On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more if
Oh, I wonder who that's gonna be.
research overlaps with your teacher's work. You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Really?
How many Void Hunters
A
are there?
Void Hunter ranked special investigator is going to be assisting us? And she's involved in our teacher's
The
research?
obvious one, right? She's not? The new girl's not? I thought she was. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Why is this webpage broken as fuck, bro? I'm trying to read how many Void Hunters there are. So Miyabi is the only one who was mentioned by name. Or no, there's some of them that are mentioned by name, but Miyabi's the only one who's gotten significant screen time. I don't know who the rest of these motherfuckers are. Probably they'll show up some more later. Dude, Miyabi definitely is the dev's favorite, though. Like, she is...
That's right. She's heading to Janus Quarter for some business.
Which I fully approve of, don't get me wrong.
But she declined.
In fact, I would go so far as to say that I agree.
She prefers to assess things on her own, and will reach out when the time is right. She'll
But
let you know.
she's like the strongest in lore, strongest in game. Probably gotten more screen time than most other characters. Is in a most similar situation to the protagonist and trying to find out the cause of New Eridu and why the whole city blew up.
So it looks like you both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifices?
Sure.
Okay.
We don't want New Eridu falling into chaos either. We'll do what we can.
I know you won't let me down.
Wonder if Vivian will be the new second favorite.
Given our positions, we might not be friends, but we're definitely not enemies.
Nicole, yeah, that's true. She's involved with everybody. And also she's probably like one of the most like actually useful playable 4-star characters. But I feel like she hasn't gotten a lot of the same amount of love as some of the other characters have gotten. She's like the starter character. She is your intermediary between you, the playable character, and everyone else that turns up. She's like the mascot, kind of.
I'll leave the rest to you then. I've got to go.
But I feel like if you even suggested the idea of making Miyabi less, like, strong to the Hoyo devs, they would do that meme, like, where they throw that guy out the window in the fucking conference room. They will defend Miyabi to the death. Which, again, don't get me wrong, I approve. She deserves people to look out for her because she's been through a lot. Actually, I had posted on Twitter about this, but I'm pretty sure every character in this game has been through a lot. Please feel free to contact me anytime. Yes, boss. I was looking through a list of all the characters in this game, and fucking... pretty much everyone has been through some, like, extreme trauma. Or some PTSD-inducing thing. Yeah, Miyabi is basically a fucking god, like... She is incredibly strong, both from a lore standpoint and also from a playable character standpoint. Like, they released Vivian, like, 12 hours ago, and I saw a tier list, and they've already put her below Miyabi. Miyabi is tier 0 at everything. Nicole would be scared of Miyabi? Yeah, that's probably true. Or scared of Rina. That's probably true. Rina does kind of have like an intimidating aura about her. But also, maybe Rina's mother energy would like trick Nicole into being nice and complacent because she's an orphan and didn't have a mother. Part of the hollow, like, fucking true. She did it like you know, actually there was, I know I keep like making Honkai comparisons, but there was a character in Honkai that did the same thing in a story mode where basically she just like cut a rift through space and time just because she's that damn strong. Nicole was scared. I actually didn't know that. I feel like I should. If I was truly knowledgeable about my girl, I would have already known that. Oh yeah, shit, I remember that little tidbit. Can't cook for shit.
Lord Phaethon.
Okay, so Vivian, what's she? Support character?
I would never turn down Lord Phaethon.
Need something? My services are expensive.
Let's see if this works out right.
Ooh, we really nothing to fear.
Oh, wait, what class is this?
Lord Phaethon.
It's stun, right? I feel bad that I don't know these just by... Wait, no, it's not. Anomaly. Only Ellen? And Ellen is a literal shark. She can eat fucking anything.
I'll protect you from any danger.
Let's run Evelyn. I haven't used her in my teams fucking ever. I can only select 2 people?
Relax. You're in good hands.
That's fucking weird. How many anomaly characters are there? I didn't even know this was a thing. Do I even own any? That fishing event isn't still going, is it? I feel sad that I missed that. Fuck yeah, man! I'll do a Nikki stream. Probably this week, actually. Well, no, the next one's gonna be a league stream. Probably this weekend, maybe. I'll try Nikki out. I imagine I'll have finished all of the new story for Zenless by the end of this stream, if not the next one. Piper, Vivian, Jane, yeah, okay. So the anomaly class is basically like elemental reactions and explosions and stuff. I actually had not built a single one of those. The only one I think I even own is Piper, who I actually just got to E6 like a second ago. So maybe I should build her. That was the same reason I built Asta and Honkai, was just because I got her up to like the max constellation level like immediately. I may give her a crack.
Thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me.
We'll say that if I don't pull Vivian though. I am going to hit pity by the end of this patch. And obviously if I got her, she would take priority.
Stay away from me.
Look at them fucking twirling around.
I'll manage things for
Does she have her own bang boot too? Wait, do most characters have their own bang boot that comes with them? Dude, she's literally floating. Can I fucking float around like Mary Poppins on purpose? Can I locomote using that on purpose? Hell yeah. Oh, it only lasts a second. Okay, so each faction has a bang boo. I would love it if
Someone already taken the dormant sacrifice?
each individual character in this game had their own fucking specialized bang boo that was basically just a miniature oval version of them. That sounds cute as hell. I would love to be lead bang boo designer for this for
Or did
for
the
Hoya.
Exaltists decide to relocate it?
What a premium job title that would be.
If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken and turn against anyone nearby.
I wonder how many people are in the art
She
department for
wouldn't
this
risk
game
moving
actually.
them unless it was absolutely necessary.
How specific does it get? Like, if you're one guy in the art team on Hoya, like, how much are you in charge of? Do you have one guy that specifically does hairstyles, one guy that specifically does clothes? Or do you have one guy that does, like, shirts and then one guy that does pants?
Did she realize the mayor was looking into this?
Probably the character design team is, like, the main thing that does that bit, and then the people texturing them is a separate team. But still, there has to be, like,
Did Hartman just make up this
dozens,
intel
if not
from the
hundreds
shop
of people.
working with us at Tops?
Yeah, that's like, there'd be like 10 to 12 of them going by that logic. And then there's just a handful of miscellaneous bang boo that just have some random theme or another.
I've been walking around
Like the Shark Boo is literally just in a shark costume. The ice themed one. But that, ooh, maybe that's like a miniature Ellen Bang Boo. No, he's too shark. He's like more shark than Ellen is.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch. No surprise they've gone downhill over the years.
I think probably my personal favorite is the Butler one with the pancakes. I think that's the Victoria housekeeping one. Yeah, I saw an animation of that on Twitter. He was like fucking slamming his forehead on his computer.
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day.
That's extremely relatable.
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening behind the curtain.
Hell yeah, he does. He's a fucking badass.
Probably something with the sacrifices. I mean...
And then my second favorite would be the one that rolls around on the giant wheel. The Red Hog Boo. Big Daddy Boo. I don't know what his name is.
He was so sure that even if those original sacrifices didn't work out, he had a backup plan.
Backup plan? What could that
I've only maxed 1 million so far, because I haven't done any content where you need more than one Bang Boo.
Well, that's beyond me.
Red Mollusk, that's his
I
name.
just happened to overhear something while I was next to Mr. Edmund one day. What's Topps planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research? Do you think we'll ever have a normal life in the Hollows?
That's a rhetorical question. Don't answer
ask
that.
questions you shouldn't be asking.
All right. There's nothing here anyway. Let's leave the Hollow and report back on what we found. And we'll make it just in time to clock out for the fieldwork shift.
I have not played Magic. I've played well, I haven't played Classic Magic. I've played Commander decks, which is like the 4-player mode, with a couple of friends that were getting me to. They were trying to get me and a few others to try it, and that was fun as fuck, actually. So maybe I should play proper Magic too. Yeah. I know it's like, it's Magic, but it's not what people think of when they think of Magic. It's not like the classical format. But I still had a really good time playing it, and also I feel like it kind of helped me learn how the game is played. It was a good time.
Let's get out of here first.
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything to get into Topps, even if it means playing with fire.
Yeah, I thought it was like kind of an offshoot that people developed with its own rule set. Oh shit, okay, good. In that case, I'll be like in the loop with all of the Magic players. I'll be able to speak in their terminology and pretend I know what I'm doing.
She's an exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her. The more people get dragged down...
It really was fun as hell just in the couple of times that I've played it. I have not seriously played a card game in literal years. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in middle school, but I wasn't really like playing so much as I was just trading the cards with other people in my grade that also played it. Okay, cool, yeah. Yeah, I collected the hell out of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards at one point. I did not play Pokemon, even though that was like way more popular and probably superior. I am only just now getting it to a point where I'm like collecting Pokemon cards. Because it's like a real life gacha. You can fucking gamble in real life too, and you have physical memorabilia as a result of it, so it's neat. Commanders, okay. Okay. Honestly, I'm okay with that. I don't know anything about classical Magic, but I feel like Commander was very, very accessible, when one of the reasons I haven't felt like I wanted to get into Magic was just the fact that there's like a whole learning curve to it and stuff you gotta know. And it was very accessible to just get in and play with people and get a tutorial for how to get into that. Oh yeah, that sounds like a good time. I don't regularly play that with them. That was just a 1 or 2 time thing, but I do normally play D&D with them. And I imagine we probably will play some more Commander at some point in the future. And also, just I'm frequently around people that do things like that, so I'm sure I'll be doing more Commander stuff at some point. There's like I've been fully embracing the kind of like nerdy stuff that I should have been getting into a long time ago. We're starting to do like figurine painting and every card game imaginable. I didn't actually get into all this stuff at all until like college. All through high school and the first like 2 years of college, I was just like the most standard gamer ever. I was just playing Call of Duty and Halo and fucking Madden and nothing else. Had to watch an anime in my entire life, save for Pokemon when it was on in the morning before I went to school. Mr. House deck? I actually don't know what that is. Is that kind of like an RNG based deck? That sounds like it has the potential to tilt people, which is the exact kind of shit that I like.
Vivian, I've been dying to know. Who is this she you keep mentioning?
I apologize for losing my composure.
I fucking loved the like Pokemon cards that are like relying on like dice rolls and coin flips and shit. I learned how to play also the Pokemon trading card game just because of the Pocket app, which came out a few months ago. No, I haven't played any Fallout games. And again, that is like a further testament to the fact that I'm like a fucking like only recently getting into things that like people ask me about stuff that every other geek on the planet has like partaken in. People be like, dude, remember that scene in Naruto or Dragon Ball Z where X and Y happened? Or like, do you ever play this really classic game or watch this really classic anime that fucking everyone loves? And I'll be like, nah, man, sorry. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Yeah, pretty much. I have games, even now I have games that I stick to and then rarely deviate from. I'm not as cultured as a lot of people I know. Shit, man, I'll stream some other fucking games. I'm just not on often enough that I feel like I have time to play all of the things that I want to play. I'm still having a good time playing Zenless. Maybe once I finish this main quest line and I'm back down to just being only limited to side quests and stuff. Binding of Isaac stream. Look, honestly, I'm not opposed to that either. Okay, look, I need to make a fucking backlog. I'm gonna make a notepad file here. So we have... We're gonna keep this open in the background at all times. We have... Nikki, holy shit, why is that so fucking tiny, bro? We have... Holy shit, the scuff is ridiculous. I can't fucking shrink this motherfucker either. That's fine. It'll take up all this screen space for right now. So we have Nikki. We have... Binding of Isaac. We have... I still want to finish this one game that I was playing like way back when and never got to. Valhalla, it was that one where you're like the cyberpunk bartender. I finished about half of it. I haven't done it yet. What else is there? I still want to do Outer Wilds too. I know this game is like good as fuck and I never finished it just because I kept getting frustrated because I kept dying. Other casual games that I can just stream for funsies and hopefully play with other people if I can find friends and or servers that host these. Apex Legends, Marvel Rivals, and Minecraft, good party games. And then speaking of party games, you also have the classic like co-op content creator games. You got Lethal Company, Repo, Content Warning, which most of these are like the same thing over and over again, but stuff like this is still fun. And eventually, Ready or Not, that's this type of game too, isn't it? I'll add that shit. Eventually, I also want to do like real life. Okay, nice. I can crop it. Stuff too. I want to do Pokemon card opening. I have seen one of my VTuber siblings and then one of the people who had a model made by the same person do Pokemon card openings on stream, which seemed fun as hell. Let me look at my Steam library. What else am I missing here? I feel like I had a list of games that I needed to play on the Notes app on my phone, but I can't check that currently because my phone is currently being used as my webcam. But I'll definitely play some of these at some point when I can get more time to actually do all of it. Again, I need my evenings to be more free so I can play all of the games that I want to play. Oh fuck yeah. Good shit, good shit. So wait, you're running Honkai and all this other stuff on like a potato? That's kind of impressive. It couldn't have been that bad of a potato. Age of Empire. Oh man, I played some Age of Empire 2 for a minute. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that these games run as well as they do on the phone, which is crazy because I mainly play Honkai on my phone now. Yeah, I also have been meaning to get into Warhammer too, just because speaking of figurine painting, like we're painting figurines for our D&D campaigns. And that was really fun. I had a good time doing that. I'm quite bad at it. ZZZ is on PlayStation? Shit, I didn't know that. Are the other Hoyo games on console? Oh, whoops, I don't know how to spell. Good shit. They really have done a good job with making this like accessible to everybody. I remember when Genshin first came out and being absolutely fucking gobsmacked by how well it ran on a phone, considering it was like basically a AAA game with pretty fancy graphics and everything, and you don't normally see that port that well to mobile devices. And now I guess I kind of take it for granted because I just boot up these other games on my phone and it's just like not a big deal. But from a technological standpoint, that is extremely impressive that they have gotten these things to run as well as they have and be as smooth as they are and crash as infrequently as they do. Because just looking at it, you would not assume that it was a phone game. Alright, looking at my current library, I think this is a pretty good list of games for now. So I'm actually going to save this. Games.txt. And we will consult this when I am out of stuff to do. Total War? I actually have not. Hold on. Total War. Oh, so this is Warhammer. Okay, I forgot. This was like one game title. Man, this is like going to be a really dangerous hobby for me to get sucked into if I do get into it, because this is one where there's like so much shit you can do and so much lore and so many real life things you can buy to like improve your like set and collection and everything. Like, this is fucking dangerous for me. It does look extremely cool, which is exactly the reason that I'm like scared. Ugh. But I probably will still do this at some point too. Life is too short to not do stuff that looks interesting to you at first glance. Like,
the she I'm referring to is with the Exalted.
I really should not be holding myself back when it comes to things like this. And if I end up homeless, at least I will be homeless in pursuit of doing things that I really enjoy doing. And at that point, that can't be said to be time that I wasted.
That's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I felt compelled to uncover the truth.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know people referred to it as like the company. I've mainly heard it called Warhammer. Speaking of Warhammer, though, I will say, as far as like gaming hobbies go, those guys are like real dedicated because they have like the approved sponsored stores all over the damn country that they sell their shit. Oh, it's okay. Game War. Okay, so I'm gonna. So Total War is the series. I see. But yeah, having all their shit be sponsored and just available in physical stores like that is fucking awesome business model. Most of your team is one fact. So is that on purpose? Did you like only manage to pull characters from like a specific type of region? Or is that a purposeful decision because you like one of the factions more than the others? Yes. I actually don't know how many factions there are in Nikki 2. That would probably be a good like reference point. 46? How many characters are there even in the game? How many characters are there in... Google AI overview is fucking struggling trying to answer this. There are 134 playable characters? What the fuck? That's so many. I don't... Genshin probably doesn't even have half of that, and that game's been out for over 3 years. Oh, so the AI overview is just out of date. Even better. Total War is a completely different game, friend. Okay. So that was like a fucking retcon. They combined their franchises. That's pretty cool. I like it when people do that. Okay, I'm looking at this list of characters. Holy shit, this is so fucking much. So orange, I'm guessing, is the SSR. Blue is regular. What's the difference between the ones that are orange and the ones that are like teal? Oh, the teals are like variants of some of the other characters. I see. Wait, how does this work? There's actual characters from like franchises in there. Rem is in this thing. Rei Ayanami is in this from fucking Evangelion. Did they have like partnerships? Makima is in it? They get sponsors from other anime and then put their characters in it? Yeah, collabs. That's pretty cool. Honestly, it definitely sounds like they had a pretty decent like cash cow with all of the Total War stuff. So it's cool that they were able to integrate like Warhammer into that. That's like a pretty fucking all-inclusive IP. That covers basically everything you need. Only unavailable until they come back. Will they ever come back? Usually when you see collabs like this, it's like limited time and then it's only the one time. And then they're never seen again. Emilia is in this. Power is in this. That's pretty banging. Have they... Okay, let me rephrase. Have they ever done that before? In the game's 2.5 year lifespan. Alright, hold up. We're watching a Warhammer trailer too in the meantime. Okay, well at least there's precedent for it then. Yeah, I know about Alloy. I know about Alloy, and I know about that as like the most shameful probably collab that has ever occurred in the history of any video game. They stuck that fucking chick in there just because Sony demanded it, basically, and then never mentioned her afterwards, made her completely unplayable, and people forget that she even exists in the game. But they needed them Sony bucks, so they did it anyways. Oh, Alloy. I have not even played the Horizon games, so maybe they're good too, it's just I don't have any experience with any of that. The Prophet and the Warlock. What are we working with? I'm in the middle of a cutscene, unfortunately, so I can't silence the... I think this is muted. It is muted. Oh, it's Twitch from League of Legends. A rat with a poisonous minigun. These guys look friendly. These weapons they have actually do look pretty damn cool, though. I bet they, like, the projectiles they fire smell really bad, but that also adds to the tactical aspect of it. It will decrease our enemies' morale by poisoning them and making them smell terrible. What was that? Oh my goodness. Oh, they talk. The aura on this guy is insane. Hold on. This guy is swagged the fuck out. Brave Cinderella a little. What, so wait, how big is a squad on Nikki? How many people can you have on your team at once? Okay, gotcha. Dude, there's so much shit happening in this trailer. And also a guy has a nuke too, for good measure. That's cool as fuck. They release like all these expansions for all this and have, I'm sure, like 14 million different aesthetics and regions and teams and factions and whatnot.
I never meant to hide anything from you. It's just that...
You got poison rats, you probably got technological super soldiers, you got like robots, you got machine gods, you got whatever the hell else.
For me...
I don't know much about Warhammer factions, but I know there's like a
memories,
trillion of them.
and I'm not ready to face them yet.
It's okay, Vivian, we'll do this at your pace.
So, Lord Vathan, please give me a little more time. Once I've gathered my thoughts, I promise I'll tell you everything.
Yeah, it is like its own genre. I don't know much about it, but that much I do know.
Everyone's got a past, and you don't have to dig up old wounds if you don't want
Oh
to.
shit, okay, that I actually did not know.
I can see the Vivian I know now is super brave and kind.
Are Warhammer Fantasy and Warhammer 40k like existent within the same universe, or is that two different things?
Lord Vathan, if we weren't in such a hurry, I'd spend 3 whole hours singing your praises.
I would love to hear her do some
I'll make
karaoke.
note of this and make sure to get it done before bedtime.
Fuck yeah. How hard is it to get an SSR on Nikki compared to getting a 5-star in a Hoyo game? Will I be able to eventually build up a respectable team? Fuck yeah. Okay, follow-up question. How does it work if you want to get a specific character? is that going to be hard? Because if it's all in one banner and you have to hope on your like 1 out of 135 chance, then I can imagine it may take a minute to get your ideal team. I don't know how limited time banners work. Maybe it has like a 3 or 4 characters in them at a time instead of 1.
First things first, let's track down those dormant sacrifices.
2 different universe. Gotcha.
The Exaltists have probably realized someone's after them by now.
That is a funny concept that both of them would exist in the same universe, actually. Like, you have a terrestrial planet full of, like, lizards and creatures and rats just fighting each other, and then castles and knights and whatnot, and then meanwhile, like, 100 miles above them, the Space Marines are looking down at them like, look at these fucking idiots with their crossbows. And just, like, shooting orbital lasers at each other and causing destruction in the realm of supernova.
I wish we knew what Hartman's backup plan is.
So 1 limited banner for 135 characters.
I can't shake the feeling that
all on 1 planet. Okay.
bad is about to happen.
Yeah, so yeah, that's way more local then. But it definitely would be funny if they somehow were aware of each other.
I'll take over now.
So that's for every character. So the standard banner is your only way to get old characters. But then again, they probably do reruns too. I just imagine the banners like probably don't last too long actually then, because if they've had time to release this many characters, they're probably not actually in store for long. Okay. Now, see, that's actually a good system. Like, I wish that this game had that. I would love to be able to have a 1 out of like 100 chance to get Miyabi at any point in time. But then again, I guess they can do that because they have so many characters. Like, the odds of you getting one of the characters you want from the standard banner if you're only hunting like 3 or 4 of them is pretty low. Like, they have to incentivize you to want to spend money on limited banners when they're guaranteed to be in there. It's very interesting in all the different ways that these companies can format a gacha and like still make a ton of money off of them. Because I'm sure so much like mathematical analysis goes into this in determining what the most profitable way is to run their game. Like the hours of research that they do in figuring out how to organize this shit in order to make the most money possible. Fake out? Does that function how I think it would function? Because that's fucking evil. It gives you a fake 5-star, or pretends it's giving you something specific and then gives you some other shit.
Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons.
That would cause me to throw my
Mockingbird
shit out
might
of a
be seen
window.
as the bad guys by a lot of people, but ironically,
Thought I heard
joining
something.
Mockingbird is what put me on the right path.
Oh, okay, so it's a positive fake out. It tricks you into thinking you got nothing and then you get something. That is much more like acceptable. That is a type of fake out I can tolerate. Where'd that motherfucker go? Come here, little shit.
I'll take over now.
It's also funny too how like every gacha game
Nothing here.
has agreed on the same color scheme of like purple is A tier, yellow/gold is S tier. So what determines if something is a fake out? Is that just like something that has a percentage chance of happening when you pull a 5-star?
I knew it was you, Vivian.
Gotcha. And I guess that is what like encourages people to not skip through the 10 pull animation when they don't see the gold thing. Because I definitely do that in other games when I don't hit the gold.
Emil, what are you doing here, sis? Are you destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Fuck yeah.
Vivian, don't call me sis.
I'm not your sister.
I still have not gotten a double gold pull on any gacha game in any 10 pull. Eventually that shit's gonna happen.
The Exaltists?
I'm also probably like lowering the ability for me to do that, considering I am just gambling on single pulls right now like a fucking degenerate. Oh shit, congrats, Q.
I never left the Exaltists.
I know you said you had had that happen once in like maybe Honkai or something. I still have had it happen 0 times. Which, again, I'm mostly doing single pulls nowadays, so it's mainly my fault. There was one point, actually, where... Yeah, no, she looks classy as fuck. I like her. I like, right after I pulled Evelyn, I'm pretty sure I got Kaleda. Like within 10 pulls later on this game, actually. So if that was all in one 10 pull, it may have been double gold. But those were from single pulls, and that was like a week or 2 after each other. You're gonna revive a character once. The fuck?
You know what Landon did back then.
It's funny you mentioned that. You remember that last Honkai stream where you tuned in for a second and I got the white-haired girl, the 5-star, who looks like Vivian, actually? She has a passive in Honkai that does literally the exact same thing, and she doesn't even have to be on the team. She has like a global passive in her kit that revives somebody if you own the character. Once per fight. Like, it feels like a really broken mechanic. But it's good to know she's made her way over to Nikki as well.
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been extreme, but they were necessary.
I'm still looking at this, like, really insane cast list. I have no idea how the fuck I'm gonna pick a favorite. It is all women, by the way. They were not kidding about Goddess of Victory. We do not do God of Victory. We are rampant misandrists in this household. I fully approve of this. Grave? Oh, this design kind of fucking slaps. Oh shit, this is really tough. How the fuck am I gonna pick a favorite out of all this shit, bro? Alright, Q, I don't know if you've played Nikki, but I'm gonna need some assistance here, because I have no idea what the fuck I'm even looking at. We're going through the Nikki cast list. And this shit is like... absolutely fucking... ridiculously loaded with characters. There's so many characters. So 2B is in here, A2 is in here. I guess I should... Nah, I'll limit it. I'll keep it on the 3 and 4 stars, actually. So yeah, I've seen a couple of the ones you've mentioned. I see Cinderella. I need like a full... Okay, there is a full art if you click on it. It's very pixelated, but it's there. Ooh. I like this one. I like this archetype a lot. Tired, like, disinterested, dead-eyed gamer girls. That one speaks to me. Ram is... Why is Ram only a 4-star? Fuck out of here, bro. The ones that are, like, actually too fan servicey, I'm like, we get it, your fucking boobs are out, like, it's cool. I need somebody to connect with on a spiritual level, you know what I mean? Phantom? Where's Phantom? Where's P in the alphabet? I don't fucking know this shit at all. Oh, this is pretty good. I like this. She seems like she's quite edgy and serious. Dude, what is this? What is going on here? How is she bending like this? What is this chick's fucking spine made out of, bro? Professional contortionist. Oh wait, she's an escape queen. She probably actually is a contortionist. Hello, can I go back? Thank you. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. I like this one. I'm also a fan of yoga pants slash tights. And purple. Maybe I'll find like a full purple theme that I can do. I like how like the less rare characters are all just like named some generic shit and are also like fully covered. You will not see one single boob on the fucking fully 3-star guys. Who the fuck? What the fuck's going on here? What's this guy? This isn't a woman. Or maybe it is. She's part of the abnormal faction. She looks fucking lost. Which one is Rappy? Rapai. Almost pronounced that in a different way. She looks cute. I think it's ooh, the Asuka looks pretty good too. This is the one that I keep seeing in all of like the fan art and stuff. I don't know how one achieves a body type like this, but good for her. Anderson Gion. Oh, Himeno's in here too. Yeah, I don't know. I'm simply like overwhelmed by the sheer number of characters in here. Probably I'm just gonna, if I play this, I'll just be happy with whatever SSRs I do pull. Because there's none in here that I'm like, ooh, I would be really upset if I got this. It's all cute girls, bro. They know how to do marketing. They know how to make a roster. Rapunzel makes me laugh. Whoever is funnier in the story. Maybe Rapunzel then. Shit. Oh, see, she looks energetic. She looks Genki. She looks like she would be fun. That may be the type that I go for then. Siren, this is literally just Project Melody. The images aren't available yet. Oh, she's not even out. Banging ass roster though. No misses, all hits. I'll be quite excited to Gamba on that.
You should do this
once I start playing it. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. I don't know. We'll see. Dirty-minded nun? That's a pretty good archetype right there.
We didn't meet today. Take your friends and leave.
Fighting with holy power that she absolutely doesn't deserve because she's
wrong?
unpure.
Are you forced into this? I can help you.
Help me? Like how you helped her? Vivian, you're crying.
Uh-oh, is she seeing a disaster again?
You see me, don't you?
No,
You haven't changed a bit, Vivian.
Man, imagine just talking to Vivian and then she suddenly starts crying in front of you and you're like, oh fuck, I'm dead as hell. It's like getting like a terminal diagnosis. You just don't know what it is that's going to kill you. Okay, let me take a quick peek at these two. I like how it keeps the tab there when I just open it again, just because it's searching for that specific thing. OBS is so nice. Modernia? Oh, she's cute. Please tell me she speaks in a monotone. I also like when girls speak in monotones. And Nihilester. Oh, I've seen this one. She looks like Zentreya, actually, other VTuber. The spiky red hair is always a classic on like the loud, aggressive, fiery women, which is also a type that I like. Honestly, thinking on it, I don't know if I have a type of woman that I dislike. I think I just like women. No, yeah, she looks so much like her. It's kind of crazy. You guys, a model like that, is it based on Nikki, or is it just kind of like they happen to look similar? Based on it? That's pretty fucking top. Did she actually play Nikki on stream? I should watch other VTubers play it also. Even if it like potentially results in me spoiling myself.
No need to hide your tears. I know exactly what's ahead for
That's
you.
pretty fucking cool. I love it when VTubers do that, like embrace other characters that they look like.
And I've made mine. One last piece of advice. Stay out of this. She loathes you.
How can anyone loathe Vivian,
I
bro?
won't
Fuck
tell
out of
her we
here.
met today. Don't show yourself around us again.
I'm gonna have to fucking fight this chick.
And I'll tell you what that was about later.
I still am gonna have to fight everyone in this game that makes Vivian sad.
Let's take care of the ethereals first.
Moran? Is Moran also a cute girl? She better be. I just realized too in this animation that just played that Vivian has fucking rocket boosters under her skirt, and that's how she's like propelling herself around. That's not what I expected. But I should have expected it because for all the stuff in this that's happening in this game, it's mostly based on like hard science. She would kick my ass. Who says I'm not into that? I'm like fucking Homeboy in that one Cowboy Bebop clip. It's like, I love the type of woman who will actually just kill me. Moran. She looks like Sarah from this game. Which I will pretend for his, I'm not going to pretend also that even though Sarah is also like a bad person, that she is not also attractive. So, is what it is.
We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Most of them were already empty. No dormant sacrifices.
Rosanna. No, have you not seen the actual clip? I love the type of woman who actually will just kill me. I'm putting the full video. Because it fucking slaps. Okay, well, even though you have, I'm watching it anyways because now I have it in my head that I want to watch it. Such a fucking good video. Much respect to all the artists out there who are creating masterpieces like this. It's full of so many good one-liners.
Are all the employees here like you? You got some pretty classy moves for a...
Is this the actual clip from the...
The more that you know, the shorter your life will be.
I love the kind of woman that will actually just kill me.
This is the real one.
You know, when I left the house today, I was thinking, damn, I really hope some hot chick paints my brains all over some fucking hallway. And here we are. I mean, really, just absolutely destroy me. I'm talking full-on watermelon in the thighs level carnage. and I want it to scare the shit out of me.
Spike is so fucking real.
Your little pee-pee piss boy. I want you to fuck me up. I mean, I want you to make me your bitch. Your little pee-pee piss myself bitch. I wanted to get embarrassed.
And she's just fucking staring, bro.
Unsanitary, too. We should be entirely different people by the end of the first 8 hours. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? Please, you have to crush me.
You have to crush me. Bro, if somebody put this shit in an actual show, I would be fucking... Like... That would be my new favorite game for at least that year. I actually cannot imagine someone like an actual anime writer like writing something this funny though. Yeah, I saw like the variants here in that cast list too, which I don't know how that works. Maybe that's like another thing that you have to pull for, or maybe you can like farm for the enhancements and everything. But there's just so many characters and so many variants. It's almost intimidating, but also I'm using that as like motivation that when I can start playing that like I'll get something good. It's just there's no guarantee what it's actually gonna be. Oh fuck, I forgot about the Ghost Stories dub. Yeah, and that was like the start of basically allowing English studios to take creative liberties with dubs. Might have to rewatch that. I've forgotten all of the fucking quotes and shit from it. But I remember seeing that for the first time and thinking like, holy shit, this is like real.
Camille, the Exaltists have been
Oh
actively
damn, so you have to
destroying
pull for the variants, fuck.
The Exaltists? There's no reason for them to go after the sacrifices, right?
That fucking standard banner is probably...
Vivian is telling the truth. I saw it too.
I will say that is actually another upside to the way that Nikki does things, is like pulling on the standard banner is probably way more exciting than pulling on the standard banner for Toyo games.
And one of them is someone I once knew.
I'll have to watch like another compilation of all this because I don't even remember the context for half of these things. I just remember seeing it and absolutely busting a gut. Like, the people that made this were like completely mentally insane in a good way.
I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death.
Do you have a history with the Exaltists, Vivian?
When I was a child, I stayed with the Exaltists for a while.
I remember at one point wanting to get into like dub voice acting and stuff just because it seemed like it was a good time. Like some of the dubs, you can tell the voice actors are just having like a lot of fun, just like being super extra and just doing their shit.
Back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exaltists in this region. A lot happened. And after Landon died...
I knew Landon once.
I can't turn a blind eye to the sacrifices.
He's not dead, fortunately.
I know all too well how many lives have been lost bringing them into existence. Ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janus Quarter, I haven't been able to stop worrying. I won't let history repeat itself. That's why I asked Hugo to...
I haven't actually made a ton of progress on this actual quest because I've just been sitting here yapping this entire time.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just recounting the story for you to understand the situation. We've got bigger things to focus on. But when I do need comforting, I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Vathan. Just so you know, I'm not the easiest to console.
Fuck yeah, dude. Come on by. We'll put on some movies and eat some ice cream, bro. I'm 100% down.
No worries. I'll totally have your back until you're feeling better.
No, listen, I will say, I am, like, going out of my way to distract myself with other stuff, so... Yeah, that's right. I know Landon, his name has been mentioned once or twice. I was talking about, like, in real life, I knew a Landon.
Okay. Back to the matter at hand.
The Miss Businesswoman archetype is another one that I would, like, really love to get. on Nikki. That is like severely underrepresented as far as like making hot women look overly cool and serious. Like, I fucking love that, and not enough people are doing that. Everyone's just like, oh, we'll just put this character in a bikini for the 97th time. How about you have some fucking creativity, bro? How about you put on some, like, classy stockings? How about you give her a tie? How about you give her some cool sunglasses, man? You only need 4 copies to max them. I mean, isn't that not still crazy as fuck, considering there's 135 characters in the game? By the way, I just realized my game was not centered. Get back. Fix yourself. Thank you. Like, how do you even get 4 copies of a character when there's 130 characters you can get in the standard banner? How many pulls do you get in that game? For free. It has to be, like, more than this.
That conversation between those 2 Tops employees back in the Hollow is still bothering me. They said Hartman had a backup plan. And that got me thinking about some news that was quietly swept under the rug.
Hell yeah, that's what I like to see.
Lately, there have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. Many workers have died.
I cannot believe it took, like, game devs to figure out. Like, it took them as long to figure out as it did that giving people a certain amount of free shit will make them more likely to keep playing your game. That was another thing that Genshin kind of, like, started. It's like, it gives you enough pulls that you can, like, realistically get a limited character for free at least once every couple of months if you play regularly. Before that, basically every, like, freemium gacha phone game that I played, before, it's like, the premium currency is completely unobtainable without you spending money on it. And every cool thing is locked behind a paid feature. Like, you will not get anything good if you play for free. Very underused business tactic, and absolutely ridiculous that it took people as long as it did to figure it out.
The families were paid
Oh
off
great,
to
costumes,
finish
even more
sales,
stuff that I have
way
to pull
more than
for or spend
usual.
money on.
No protests, no controversy, and the issue was buried. But considering the Ravenlock's financial position, why would they be so generous with payouts?
This is another one, also speaking of, like, the Total War, because it may be dangerous for me to get into it. Just because there's so much stuff that I will sit here and feel like I absolutely must have, and then sink into a deep, dark depression and spend money on it. Luckily, I've managed to mostly exercise restraint when it comes to these, but the FOMO still hits. Okay, good shit. I will say, I'm a broke bitch, so probably I won't be spending, like, real life money on costumes, but if I can obtain some for free, that slaps as well.
That sounds sketchy. Are you saying they made up the accidents and the workers' deaths?
Fucking nice. We like our accessible games. We like our games that work for the common man.
Precisely. I don't think those workers died in mining accidents. I'm planning to reach out to some old friends, see if they've heard anything about this.
I still have spent a grand total of, I think, $30 on gacha games in the last, like, year.
Do you have time, Lord Phaethon?
Just to get Robin
My
on
contacts are
Honkai.
just near 6th Street. Care to join me?
I mean, that's a fucking lot, man. I like, was really shocked by that. Just considering you have more SSRs than there are total number of characters in this game that we're playing now. Like, that is a very large number that I am unused to dealing with when it comes to, like, the number of characters in the game. No, yeah, especially for free-to-play, too.
I'm in. Let's go together.
I've been doing so much fucking dialogue, I've not been getting any polychromes, bro. One more Vivian pull. It's not Vivian. I have 12 left. before the guaranteed 5-star, which is not guaranteed to be Vivian. What does this weapon do? Increases anomaly build-up rate by 40%. Deals ether damage, their anomaly proficiency. That sounds good. I don't know. I didn't even look at Little Mermaid. I'm gonna pull up this list for like the 40th time. I keep ADHDing back. Actually, no, I can just look up with Google Images now, can't I? Little Mermaid. Oh yeah, this is the one that I said looked like Project Melody. This is also a really good design in all fairness. Gravecinder, like a hacker squad? That seems like their archetype. A bubble. Seems dangerous. I would be scared to fight someone with a bubble. I don't know why I'm doing individual pulls on Bangbu, by the way. I'd be kind of sad if I hit 5-star here and didn't hit 5-star on Vivian. Ooh, also I forgot. In 7 days we'll have 5 more pulls from the like
Mine said she has some new intel.
monthly shop refreshes and stuff.
She's like a mentor to me.
Old tales.
I learned a lot about data scraping on Internet thanks to her.
Are there like male characters in Nikki at all? Like not playable characters, but like in the just like story and stuff.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Gotcha. I was kind of hoping we were in like an all-female universe, like we were in fucking Touhou or something, where it was just like just like the Y chromosome has been deleted from the human population. It's just all women.
Rain? You two knew each other?
Yeah, Phaethon. Long time no see.
Rain, you actually know
We
that
force
Lord Phaethon is
all of our
Lord
women
Phaethon?
into combat roles.
No, I mean, you actually know Belle is Lord Phaethon.
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed a favor from Nicole. I only found out after meeting them.
We should put the women in charge, man. They're the ones out there risking life and limb. They're the foot soldiers.
I mean, who would expect a legendary proxy to be running a video store for a living? Oh, by the way, your idol...
Rain, let's not bring up old stuff. Lord Phaethon wouldn't be interested in that.
I mean, I'm kind of interested.
Why are you all tense? Right! Lord Phaethon lives on 6th Street too, and might know your idol. Remember when you traced that post on Internet 6th Street and actually went to check it out? And you came back all bummed, spouting nonsense. Like there was only a black cat at the location, and maybe your idol is actually a talking cat. Or something
I wonder if
like
like, if Vivian wasn't as like pretty as she is, if some people would be like, dude, we need to put a restraining order on this chick.
I know that black cat. I'm always sneaking at snacks.
Lord Phaethon, please, let's drop this topic.
Come on, Vivian. It's been years, and you still won't say who your idol is. If you'd just let me, I'd have tracked them down ages ago.
Rain, please just stop talking for Vivian's sake.
I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on your own. But you've tried so hard already. It's okay to lean on me a little, you know.
I shouldn't have come to see you.
Huh? What's wrong?
Is she really not?
Hey, Rain.
No?
Vivian said you might have some new intel. So let's get to the important stuff first.
I thought Rain also knew that we were
All
Phaethon.
right, let's get down to business.
No, she knew it was we were Phaethon, but she
Here's
doesn't know
something
Phaethon
I'm
was
pretty
Vivian's
sure
idol.
about.
I see.
The Ravenlock family's claim that those missing workers died in an accident? Don't buy it. The last signal from those workers was near the Hollow. Then communication went dark. I think they were taken into the Hollow.
Everything
And
happens in the
yesterday,
Hollows.
I picked up that the Ravenlock family secretly hired some people to search the Hollow's perimeter.
Just only thought about this a second ago, actually, but there actually is not any combat that happens in this game that occurs outside of the Hollow. We haven't had to like beat up a human being in an alley like yet. We haven't had to get involved in gang fights that happen in actual New
I
Area.
caught a weird distress signal from someone and managed to track down the source. When I tried to reach out, the signal cut out completely. The last trace of the signal was near Lumina Square. Finding someone in real life isn't really my thing, so that's where you come in.
You can find somebody in real life by like tracking their phone or
We'll
something.
check things out. You just said this is something you're sure of. Do you have anything you're unsure about?
I dug up some info online, and one thing stood out. A few days ago, there were some creepy sounds coming from an abandoned warehouse by the port.
We love a good creepy sound. I like some unsettling
The place
ambiance.
was locked up, so no one could see what was happening inside. Not sure if it's related to your search. If you don't find anything useful around here, it might be worth checking out. Well, that's all I have for you.
Thank you, Rain.
Don't get all emotional on me now. I'm just helping out a friend. This one's on the house. Consider it payback for the favor you did me last time. But if you still want to find your idol, hit me up. I've been curious for what...
Rain, please.
Alright, don't worry about it. I'll manage it myself. Stop being so nosy, Rain.
Nosy? Nah, just professionally curious. What kind of person is worth all this searching, huh? But honestly, whoever they are in real life, they've become a part of you. You've come a long way in this search, Vivian. I much prefer the person you are now. So if you
This all
find
has
this
to be so
person,
embarrassing to
don't
listen to.
chicken out. People will appreciate you for who you are.
My goodness, Rain.
I might not care about the real world or what it'll be like, but I hope everyone I know can live a good life. I'm counting on you to save the world, guys. All right, I have other business to take care of, so I'll leave the rest to you.
Bye. By the way, it's like, I don't know if she's still trying to maintain her like secrecy as a hacker, but if she's gonna be called Rain, then I don't know if I would have a Rain hairpin and a Rain like patch embroidered on my shirt.
Lord Phaethon, please pay no mind to what Rain said.
She's doing zigzags like I do when I'm running around in this game. One Netty Boo. Long time no see. You seem to be doing well, little one. Yep, I made an awesome friend since the last time we met. My friend got ill before and it was the manager who helped heal them. I didn't realize you two knew each other. The next time I head to the manager's place, will I get to see you too? Yep, this little guy is my lucky boo. My old boss at the previous workplace spotted a discount clearance store. He was a terrible boss. Not only did he shirk on paying wages, he didn't take care of his bang boo either. Yeah, that guy. Really terrible. Then this little guy had a malfunction and the boss threw it out because he didn't want to spend the money on repairs. Really, it could have been fixed with just a simple battery change. Vivian is the best. Vivian changed my battery. The bestest ever. Standards are really low for Bang Boo, man. It's kind of sad. Nobody treats these motherfuckers with like the slightest modicum of respect. Anyone who is even slightly nice to them is just like the absolute best friend to any Bang Boo. Literal like second-class citizens. All I did was change the battery for you. It was you who earned the money to buy it. Yeah, I'm amazing too. I earned 100 dennies, just enough to buy a battery. That's like 40 cents. At most. So that's where that 100 denny Bang Boo battery came from. Honestly, you've got plenty of energy, but I told you before, you need to be more tactful. Haven't you learned anything? I learned! Pet one Denny Boo. Give Denny. So you found a way to make a living, huh? Begging? Is that what he's doing? You need me for something? I'm super happy to help. I know you love exploring all kinds of places, so tell me, have you come across anything strange? Someone who looks hurt, scared, and kind of trying to hide where there aren't many people around? I saw someone like that in the desert today. Uh-oh, hopefully no one in the biker gang is hurt. Oh, or it refers to the sand pit. Or that, I guess.
One Denny Boo is just too cute, right? I didn't know you helped it too.
One Denny Boo gets around. Yeah, what is this guy's deal, bro? Why are you taking shelter in the playground? Why are you dressed like that? I cannot be certain if he'll end up doing something extreme, considering his current mental state. He might hurt you. Remember, one Denny Boo scams people. You're able to pet them for money and has the very small piece of paper he charges for head pats. I actually didn't remember that. I'm glad you were able to point that one to me. It's like those fucking people in Times Square that, like, the mascots who stop you and take a picture, and then they're like, alright, that's $5 for the picture. Try talking to him and see what's going on. Very honorable business model they've got there.
Don't take me back, please. I was wrong. I know I messed up. I don't want your money anymore. Please, no.
It's like fate, bro.
Calm down.
Who are you? I won't say anything. Just let me go. I don't know anything. I swear, I know nothing.
We're not PubSec, the HIA, or the Ravenlock family.
It is kind of crazy, actually, how many, like, security, like, teams there are.
We won't force you into anything. There's no need to be afraid.
How many groups are there that are capable of arresting a citizen? Probably at least a dozen.
What do you want from me then?
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took you and what they made you do.
I can't say. I can't tell you. I have a family. They'll hurt them. You never saw me. Please, just stop asking.
Don't you wish to see your family?
I don't deserve to see them.
What have you done, my guy?
It's my fault. I was greedy. I did this to myself.
But your family must miss you dearly. I'm sure they won't blame you.
No, it's my fault. It's all on me. I don't want to drag them into this.
If the whole ship is sinking, no one on board can escape.
I'm just a nobody. And right now, there's nothing I can do to change anything.
We need to get this guy like a therapist or something. His problems are too severe for us to be handling.
If you care about your family and friends, now is your chance to stop the disaster before it's too late. Even a butterfly flapping its wings can send a tsunami surging across the ocean.
How?
No one knows how this will turn out. But if you do nothing now, the only thing waiting for you at the end will be
Maybe it's the butterfly effect.
We're not here to turn you in, and we won't force you to confront them. You'll be safe with us.
Yeah, so there's HI, there's PubSec, there's the army. Ravenlock is really just like a band of corporations, also kind of. Same with Tops. Mockingbird are criminals, so I guess they technically don't have the right to be arresting anybody, but I'm sure they've tried. All the other companies have their own, like, private corporations, like military teams. This actually is, we do live in a situation where it's like companies have their own private armies. New Eridu is like living in the fucking banana republics. Amazon and Jeff Bezos are gonna hire a hit squad to come kill you if you don't leave a good review on Amazon.com.
I'll help you return to your family, but you must tell us precisely what happened.
This guy's gonna be the whistleblower.
Hartman offered a huge amount of money, looking for workers to go into the hollow to guard something. The money was way too good. We all kind of figured something wasn't right.
No one in this universe, by the way, is as scared of the hollows as they should be.
I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal ether resources, so I signed up.
But I guess if, like, they're as common as they are and everyone is constantly in them all the time anyways, it's like, yeah, whatever. If I die, I die.
After we sent in our applications,
Hartman's men took us into the hollow. The first place we went, there was a strange box.
Probably like every 3 or 4 days, like you trip and fall, and then you accidentally end up in a hollow, and you have to find your way out.
When we got there, they handed us some
It's just a
pills
regular
saying
occurrence.
they'd improve our aptitude for ether.
Oh,
for
this
us
fucking
to
shit again.
last longer in the hollow. But after I took them, everything went fuzzy. Something was definitely off about those pills.
They were laced.
When I woke up, I saw my coworkers dead in front of me. And there was blood all over my hands.
Uh-oh, somebody got temporarily turned into an ethereal.
They said something about me being a good experiment, moved me somewhere else, and locked me up. They wanted to inject me with something. I got scared and didn't know what was gonna happen.
Wait, how did he get turned insane and then come back to normal?
Then a blonde guy found me, gave me a carrot, and let me go.
A blonde guy. Did he have 2 different colored eyes by any chance?
So I escaped. I didn't want to kill anyone. I don't know.
So you could be corrupted and then be uncorrupted? I thought the corruption was like permanent and irreversible.
It wasn't your fault that your coworkers died. You were just a tool in their hands. Do you remember the place they first took you? Do you know what was in that box?
Maybe not actually, because Haramasa was like, oh shit, okay. Because Haramasa was like pretty fucking on the verge of getting turned in his agent story, and then he got injected with a drug, and then now he's better.
I only remember the first
Better-ish.
place was like a rooftop.
He's still dying,
I
but
think it was on top of a tall building.
he was like literally about to die that very second.
What exactly was in that box? I can't remember. I'm not lying. Those pills they gave us, they make you hallucinate. I took just one and my mind felt like it wasn't my own. My memories turned into a blur.
We're like recreating Vivian's vision somehow.
Telling the truth. I'm not trying to run from my mistakes. I just really can't remember what happened.
I know you're not lying. We'll arrange for your protection. You can rest easy and recover, and your family won't be dragged into this. Once this is all over, you will be able to reunite with them.
I just kind of tough having trauma for like a bunch of murders that you committed but like technically didn't commit because you weren't in control of yourself.
I've
I wonder
been meaning
how,
to say this for a while, Vivian.
Criminal court
You're
would
just so calm and decisive when things get tough.
rule on that in real life.
Totally different from the impression you gave me at first.
I guess, if somebody takes a shit ton of drugs and has like a psychotic break and then murders somebody, you still get charged criminally with that because you took a bunch of drugs. So it's like negligent homicide or something to that effect. And if you're not absolutely fucking coked out of your mind and still murdered somebody just because you're like really schizophrenic or something, then actually they say not guilty by reason of insanity, so...
Actually, I wasn't always like this. I used to run away when things got tough. There was even a point where I just wanted to disappear.
Cocaine doesn't really make you murder people,
As
though.
if
That
my
was
very
probably a
existence
bad
was
drug
the
to use
source
as
of
an example.
suffering. I wondered. Perhaps leaving it all behind could put an end to the pain.
Whoa. It's hard to imagine you like that. I mean, you had this super intimidating vibe when we first met.
Well, I was on a mission at the auction when we first met.
Also, she didn't know we were Phaethon, so she hadn't fully, like, started fucking geeking out
And
yet.
just as Rain said, I've come a long way from who I used to be.
Speaking of Rain, it's still wild to me. I never thought you and I would have mutual friends. And you even know one Denny Boo. Can you believe we might have passed each other so many times without even realizing it?
How many people are there in New Eridu? I feel like having a lot of friends in common actually isn't that big of a coincidence. There's probably at least a few 100,000 people in this city, actually. It's, like, pretty decent size. There's, like, some skyscrapers and shit and some pretty densely packed areas.
Enough about me. Tell me more about you, Lord Phaethon.
Let's see if this question
Where
is
have you
answered.
been? And what have you experienced?
Weird question, but how big is New Eridu? Reddit post. Yeah, it seems like it's not really confirmed anywhere. But it's been described as a metropolis, so it's a major city, probably with many people.
Looking back, I feel like I've been through a lot lately. My brother and I even lost our faith in account.
I was thinking, like, is it really that big of a coincidence? There's only like 50 people.
Oh, everything started when the
It's like when you live in a really small town. But no, there's actually a lot.
I remember it should be around here. That store's been sitting in my favorites for ages.
Lord Phaethon!
Huh? What's up?
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street. That harmonica in the outer ring you mentioned. I've heard it before, too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow Zero. But none of that was a coincidence.
I have been stalking you. We already knew that.
It was me. Following you, and now I've finally made it to your side.
We knew that.
Ever
That was a very sweet animation, though.
I had been seen as the bringer of bad fortune. I had traveled to many places and witnessed far too much misfortune. Every tear I shed brought disaster. I've heard too many curses to count. I loathed my tears as much as I despised my own existence.
Another character that definitely has been, like, traumatized by their past experiences. After this, I'm gonna do something I said I was gonna do earlier. I'm gonna look at all the characters and see which ones do not have PTSD from a really shitty upbringing.
Wherever I stayed,
There's gonna be like 4. Off the top of my head, the only one I can think of is Julienne, because I've seen so many memes about her living a normal life while everyone else is just fucking living in hell.
I had roamed too many places, and each time, it ended the same way. I didn't know where I could go anymore.
Yeah, Seth. Jane too, maybe, actually. But then again, maybe her, like, becoming so criminal and smooth is because she had to learn to be crafty growing up or something. Maybe she had something going on too.
One night, I stumbled upon a post discussing me.
Yeah,
Whether
true.
they knew me or not, everyone seemed convinced that I was the source of the curse.
Also Lucy too, speaking of the biker gang, because, like, it seems like she mainly would just felt like stifled in a rich girl upbringing and wanted some freedom. Like, that's not really that bad. Well, yeah, it's probably a stressful environment to grow up in, but, like, not enough that I would think would cause you to fucking go, like, completely mentally insane. Yeah, true. Jane probably also has, like, a fairly normal life. Like, she is a respectable adult with a good job that she executes well, and she knows a lot about.
Some mocked me with cruel intent.
And she has a
Some
bunch of
wished I
snacks
could
around her
vanish,
house that she just
and
likes to
others
eat.
speculated maliciously.
She's just a girl.
It really seemed that my very existence was a disaster.
Meanwhile, it really seemed that my very existence was a disaster over here in Vivian's court.
In that moment, as darkness enveloped the city, I saw lights flickering to life all around New Eridu.
So if this is like the entirety of New Eridu, then yeah, this is probably a few 100,000. Unless she's, like, kind of in the middle of it, but I'm assuming she's, like, on that kind of sort of on the outside looking in.
So many lights, and not knowing where to go, I thought, if only I could disappear into those lights.
Very pretty city, actually.
I made up my mind, and right then, my phone rang. I decided to take one last look. I wanted to know who left me my
You about to kill
final
herself?
message from this world. It was you, Lord Phaethon.
Wait, really? Me?
Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Phaethon. You were the one using the account at that time, but I know you probably don't remember it. After all, it was just an ordinary day with an ordinary post.
So maybe we really
meaningless
did like
comment
literally
somewhere.
save her life.
But for me, it was the night I finally realized where I could go. I wanted to walk the paths you had walked, see the sights you had seen. And then, one day, share it all with you, face to face.
What did I even say in that comment? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Well,
Is it a
you'll
secret?
have to figure it out for yourself. I'm not telling you.
Huh? No!
So, Lord Phaethon, thank you not only for that comment you made that day, which was a silver
I'm sure
lining,
we'll find out eventually in the most like dramatic moment.
for giving me the courage to become who I am today. The Vivian standing right in front of you now, Lord Phaethon. I truly like who I've become.
I did too. Or I do too. She is... Well, she's still maybe like a little overly passionate about us. But she is becoming like a successful person in her own right, and strong and capable and like independent. The witness in the past she has traveled.
Lycon just sent a message. There's an update.
Standing by.
Okay, traumatized.
Head maid Rena.
Don't know.
I have 2 guns, so double the accuracy.
Probably traumatized, but don't know.
Ooh, we really harmonize.
No.
Asset
Yes.
Need something?
Yes. Don't actually know anything about her lore, but probably.
Looking for intel?
Probably.
Need
Yes. No.
You want to
Yes.
test my...
It's our turn.
Don't know.
Time for some hard labor.
I'm not gonna actually click on everybody. Astria's, I don't actually know her full backstory. I figured she also grew up in like a rich girl upbringing. Oh, also, I forgot her mom was like may have died or something, the one that took her on that one show.
I'm at your disposal.
Yes,
Waiting,
yes,
I'll help you in.
yes.
We fighting? Take me.
Probably not.
I'm here.
Yes.
Want a glass of nitro fuel?
Probably is not capable of being traumatized.
Huh? Is something the
No.
matter?
Let me finish my cup of hot water.
Probably not.
Which alias should
Probably
I use?
not.
I would never
Yes.
I've got your back.
Yes.
Standing by.
Same as Andy, so yes. So it's probably closer to like 60 or 70%, not like full on everybody like I was assuming. There's a few people that had some pleasant to normal upbringings. Hell yeah, is it context time?
Val, you're back.
Let me see, let me see. Jeez, I have too many things that I need to close out. It gets so fucking big every time. She and Evelyn both do. They both have been through so damn much.
Miss Astra, I hear you've worked really hard for this charity concert in memory of the Hollow disaster. Everyone here today is in for a treat.
There's so little I can do, but I hope my singing can bring some comfort to those who need it.
Also that whole episode
You
where...
recently released a new album.
I'm not here for publicity today.
Oh.
I'm just here to honor a promise I made a long time ago.
That deal with that dead artist's wife.
Wow, picked it up after
Was
hearing
pretty
it just
traumatizing
once.
in its
You're
own right.
natural. When I was little, whenever I felt sad or scared, my sister would sing this song to me. It took me ages to learn it myself.
Oh god, some
But
bad shit is
hey,
definitely about to
I
happen.
got it in the end. Feeling better?
Thank you, miss.
Rescue Command, we've located the missing girl from the list. Astra Yao. No signs of ether corruption detected. We're currently below entrance number 9, requesting an additional rescue harness. The rest of my team is still searching for other missing persons.
Copy that. Dispatching now.
Run! They're catching up!
Quick! Shut the door! Grab those wire fences! Captain! We gotta get the kid out first!
What's going on? Where's everyone else?
They're already outside! Now!
Yeesh.
Command, Ethereals have us cornered at entrance 9. Urgent evac required! Ethereals are closing in!
Rescue team is en route. Roughly 1 minute out.
We don't have a minute! Captain! Take my heart into the safe! We'll hold the door here!
Astra, grab this tightly and stay calm. Do you remember the song I just taught you?
Yeah. We can sing it together.
Now it's your turn to sing for me.
Yeah, okay, this is pretty fucked up.
Rescue team to command. We've reached the entrance. Ready to deploy the escape rope.
Get the kid out first!
What a heroic team these guys are, by the way.
This is the captain! Abort rope deployment! Retract the green rope at full speed! Over!
Wow, how have I not seen this? This is so fucked up.
Kiddos, please forgive your old man. From now on, you're on your own.
Damn.
Sorry. I've always been so selfish.
Is that
I've always been so
a son and his mom? Dude, that's fucked up. That one quest line with old what's her face that we were doing with Trigger, and we were talking to that one chick who lost her son in the holo disaster with her squad. That shit had me fucked up. That's like one of the one things that is like a free pass to get me to like almost start crying. Damn. Also, there was that old dude that you talked to in Honkai whose like 2 daughters died when the library got corrupted by the Black Tide. You had to like let him know. It's just fucked up. That shit gets me.
Lycon told me he wanted to meet up with us online to discuss things.
That's not what I meant to do.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We can find our place.
Man. Okay. Okay, I think we can say definitively that Astra definitely is traumatized then. Fuck. She's also
I'll call him now.
doing it to fulfill a promise.
Master Proxy, Miss Vivian. The gentleman Rena brought back has stabilized and calmed down now.
Lycan, please make me feel better.
Based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is hiding the core. He also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core with a group of people. We suspect that this group consists of members from the Exaltists.
I knew it.
Evelyn definitely is too. I don't know her full backstory, but she definitely
Now
is.
that we have the location, it would be splendid if we could seize the sacrifice core before they do.
Precisely. We hope you can head to the location as soon as possible.
They can fix each other.
Sacrifice core.
We've got this.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave the retrieval of the sacrifice core in your capable hands.
Thanks, boss.
The mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also be assisting you this time. The target coordinates have been shared with her, and she'll meet you there. Please ensure your safety, and I wish you all the best.
have too many fucking tabs open. Yeah, but anybody with like a career like that is still going to have had like some, either been involved in some fucked up shit or like directly done some fucked up shit. And also just like wanting to pick that as a career path, it means you probably like, one of those things where you do to like leave the world behind, so to speak.
I would never turn down Lord Phaethon.
I have 2 guns, so
Alright, let's try
double
this
the accuracy.
this team this time. Maybe I should put an anomaly unit somewhere on my Billy team.
Where's the sacrifice core?
Camille, you really think I'd stroll around with something this important? Plus, even though the Ravenlocks and the Exaltus have been working together for ages, I've hardly even met Lady Dina. I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here.
I need this motherfucker to hurry up and die.
Got lined up for me in return?
I'm tired of looking at his ugly mug. His scheming face.
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real. Once that's sorted, Lady Dina will give you a proper response. Our partnership isn't just talk. We need to be sure you have what we need before moving forward.
Sure thing. I'll take you to where I keep the core. Once you verify it's legit, have Lady Dina come over. We'll lay everything on the table face to face.
We need to get him a better taste in sunglasses too, for starters.
Alright, lead the way.
It seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more. What a greedy and insatiable man. It's just that... why would they only send Camille for something as important as the sacrifice core?
Camille is just here to kill his ass, please.
And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Dina to meet. Why is that?
Who's this Dina he just mentioned? Is she the leader of the Exaltists?
Kind of. Lord Phaethon, I really think we should hurry. We must get to where Hartman keeps the core before anyone else does.
I've got a shortcut planned.
Way ahead of
The
you.
ethereals along the way. I'll let you handle them, Vivian.
Don't worry, Lord Phaethon. You're in capable hands. I'll ensure your safety. Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Only Lord Phaethon can touch me. I just like Billy's playstyle too much, man. I know all these other 5 stars I have are like better and smoother kits and stuff, but I'm just used to running around like this at this point. Maybe I should have like pulled more effort into getting Julianne because she seemed kind of similar.
Trying to negotiate for more leverage.
Just sliding around with 2 guns.
Let's get out of here before we're spotted.
Getting hit because I'm fucking terrible at the game.
Let's keep moving.
This guy's like Black Hole Boo. So she does literally have like rocket booster robots under her skirt. That's kind of crazy. Where does one purchase technology like this? I thought she was flying with the power of magic, but it's science. It's always science. You guys gonna move out of the corner? Y'all good, bro? The fucking Bangu is over there taking the aggro. He's like dive bombing the fuck out of people with their parasol.
They're still over there. Looks like they're arguing.
Launching herself like a human missile.
This is our chance. Let's hurry. No matter who has the sacrifice core, Hartman or the Exaltus.
Oops. Sorry, mini cargo truck. Didn't mean to shoot you in the face.
Hand over what's in the box.
Hey guys. Y'all are just like human beings. What the hell are you gonna do against me?
You sure talk big, little girl. Let's see if
These are
you
just
can
like
get
people.
past me first.
What's her hold left click do?
Together, Lord Phaethon?
Seems like spam clicking is a little bit better. Holding just freezes her combo in place.
In my sight.
Let's hurry and secure the sacrifice core. Lord Phaethon, the box is empty, so Hartman never kept the core here to be.
Surprise, the liar lied.
Here. Where's the core in the box? What did you do with it?
Oh wait, no, somebody yoinked it.
You call this keeping the sacrifice core safe?
Who the hell is this? I don't recognize this person.
It's been ages.
You look like 14, bro.
Oh my, you actually remember me. So sweet. Look at you, thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past. So, tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed?
Oh, so this is one of her fucking childhood bullies. Fuck you, Dina.
Back then, I had no idea.
You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from your daddy and everyone else, you had no idea what was
Fuck
going on?
you, go to hell.
I wasn't.
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian didn't actually...
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit. I was worried Hartman might try to pull a fast one on us.
That seems like a pretty reasonable worry to have to me.
Really? So loyal. I thought you'd be more like the old days. Just a few words from Vivian, and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with Father.
I'm already plotting for your demise.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what went down back then. However, I do understand your worries. This core, it's fake.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo.
Oh.
It can't be fake.
The liar got lied to by an even bigger liar.
How can you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Ugh, seriously?
We're gonna touch it, it's just gonna fucking... What? Approaches Hartman and coldly inserts the core into an open wound on one of his subordinates. He collapses to the ground screaming.
The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all.
Who the fuck is just sitting around with an open wound in them large enough to insert like a random spherical object into them? Is that how bad we're beating up these guys we just fought? We cut these fucking giant scars into
But
them?
look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up? The masterpiece Father made for the Creator isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding.
Damn, bro. You just shoved like a fake cyanide capsule in somebody and was like, wow, see, this didn't immediately kill them. It's a piece of garbage.
So, the real core.
True. I mean, we are committing pretty, like, horrible acts of violence every time we hit these people. Billy is literally shooting people with his guns. I don't know how you make that PG, how you make it non-lethal.
Vivian, where do you think the sacrifice core is really at?
In my prison pocket.
Don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without a second thought. Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed should not have to endure such horrors.
Oh? They shouldn't have suffered those horrors. Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not?
Obviously, she is not the one choosing to have the
If
visions.
it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such misfortune?
She is only seeing an eventuality. She is not causing them to, like, happen.
How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hands. It was you who brought disaster on.
Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame.
Why doesn't she just slap the fuck out of this chick, bro?
Whether I shed tears or not, he'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Father did it for his great cause.
Sisters.
Vivian, why do you always mess everything up for me? Everything! You did it before, and now again! You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish.
If you don't give me the sacrifice core, be prepared to become food for the ethereals.
I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares.
Just kill her, bro. She's right in front of you.
Oh, really? You don't have it?
Just execute a little bit of frontier justice. No one's gonna see or care.
Then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive.
See, look, she's trying to kill you. It's self-defense. We can kill her back. Oh, they're leaving. Lame.
Ethereals are coming. No.
Activate rocket boosters. I should have maybe like hit the guys that were all grouped up on top of each other with that.
Too many. There's no chance to get
There's
out
not
of
too
this.
many. There's only like 3 of them. This is some pretty fat AoE. All things considered. Okay. I'm still trying to get into the habit of like how the to properly use the dodge mechanics, because I'm gonna need to actually be skilled when I use this in like hard PvE content.
Careful.
Space to parry the yellow ones, shift to dodge the red ones, and knowing to do that on like a millisecond's notice. Not something that I have yet ingrained into my muscle memory.
Stay away from me.
What are you waiting for? To catch us all up?
What the? Stay away from Lord Phaethon!
How many are there, bro?
There are so many.
We're locked on. They got the laser sights. Oh, she's here, this chick.
It's ink.
Shun Palace. Good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast.
She is very pretty, though.
Now!
Thank you.
Fucking melee out here. Also, holy shit, she may be the strongest out of anyone we've seen thus far except for Miyabi. What sort of magical bullshit is
Peace
this?
and quiet. You must be Belle, right? Mayflower mentioned
Void
a
Hunter
special
level threat.
partner might need my help.
Can I ask, who are you?
I'm the 13th generation master of Yunque Summit. You can call me Yishuan.
Yishuan, okay.
Mayflower passed along your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are. So
I feel like you have
see-
to be. You have to be a certain level of eccentric to chase power to this degree.
At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
Oh, so you're
Vivian,
the
you've got
investigator the
competition.
mayor talked about.
I love the fact that they keep releasing white hair characters. White hair looks so good.
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
Guidance? What exactly does that mean?
Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to talk.
Please, can we talk
I
more
have some
somewhere else?
investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so...
So we
let's
got
part ways
Envy,
for
Soldier
now.
11, who are clones. We got Vivian. We got Yishuan.
I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
Just had casters
I'm
come
so
out.
sorry, Lord Phaethon. I'm just not feeling very well. I think I'll head back for now.
Theirs is like purple.
I'll
It's not
investigate
all.
the
It's not
sacrifice
completely
core
white.
and reach out once I find something.
Seth,
Definitely
but
needs
he's a
some
guy.
rest. Let's get out of the hollow. Standing by.
I'm missing anybody? Everyone has like pretty pale colored hair. Sukaku. Lycan, kinda.
Good day, Lord Phaethon.
Standing by.
It's very good hair color though.
Lord Phaethon, are you going to rest now?
I'm not in a hurry to get back. You've been kind of off since we got out, and it's got me worried. If something's bugging you, just spill it if you want to. I'm a pretty good listener, you know.
I didn't mean to keep my past from you, Lord Phaethon. When I was little, people thought I brought misfortune. So no matter where I went, no one wanted me around for long. Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me to the Exaltists. There, I met Dina, who was so kind to me.
They're like adopted
Treating
sisters.
me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows, so all life could live freely inside and outside of them. Dina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster. Back then, Dina would chat with me every day, always about the Exaltists and her father.
And then her dad died and she went sicko mode.
Things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually help people.
She was being mean even before her dad died, just because fucking Vivian took her job. I would actually be quite happy if somebody took this shitty ass job from me.
After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities.
That's pretty OP.
At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared my joy with Dina.
So it's not an eventuality. We can dodge fate.
That was when she started to pull away from me.
The blessing medicine. Please tell me
Oh,
that
wait.
wasn't the sacrifice serum Bringer had.
Okay, never mind. That's not actually a good thing.
Yes. To be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice serum.
What if
Landon's
the
medicine wasn't stable?
What if the vision was like you were going to soon turn into an ethereal, and then Landon would see that she would have this vision to be like, I have the cure for this, and then he injects them with the fucking ethereal injection serum. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's a catch-22. You are inflicting the fate which you foresaw for them.
The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption.
That's one of my like favorite depictions of like time travel is like all you can ever do when you travel back to the past is like accidentally create the future that already exists. It's a stable loop. Like you're physically incapable of changing the future even if you try.
In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness. The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the Exaltists.
And what a shitty group to be adopted by, though.
One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, Landon decided to let his own daughter receive the blessing. I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing, until I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day.
Yeah, no, for real. Dina was actually quite lucky that she managed to avoid it, like, before
That
this.
evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time, and followed him out of the Exaltist's residence.
Landon sounds like a real fucking
I
piece of
trailed
work.
him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted. In the end, that person became an ethereal. Then, without hesitation, Landon killed him. Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths I just told you. And just a few days later, it was time for Dina to be blessed. I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived.
So what the hell is Dina mad about?
So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing, not Dina.
Ooh, I bet he didn't like that.
First, Landon argued, and no one believed me, but in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall.
Using her prophecy as a weapon. Fuck yeah, good job, Vivian. I wonder if she's like capable of like regular crying too, though. If she like received regular sad news, would she just cry and then be unable to differentiate that between a prophetic vision? If I was her, I would simply learn how to cry on command and then use this to terrify everyone around me. Some guys like really annoy me that day, I just walk up to him and start crying. He's gonna be terrified the rest of the fucking week.
Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Yeah, fuck this guy.
Liar!
Run! Run!
Dina! Dina, wake up! We have to go!
Your dad is a scumbag. I hate to be the one to break this news to you.
Listen to me. Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't...
Oh, Camille?
Father!
No, I was just...
Mom, I want to go home.
It's got nothing to do with us. This is just what happens when you don't accept the blessing.
Vivian, was this you?
Yeah, Vivian did this for sure.
Dina, I just didn't want you to accept
Small
the
Vivian is so
blessing.
cute, by the way.
Everyone who does ends up... I just don't want to lose my father. You knew? If you knew what he's done, you...
He's my father. He's all I have.
I mean, he was a pretty terrible person. You don't have to have loyalty to your parents just because they're your parents.
Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You only ever bring misfortune.
That is extremely funny, actually, just crying at the guy who's, like, weaponizing her tears.
I thought once Landon was gone, Dina would leave the Exaltists.
Kinda crazy that Dina and Camille are now, like, cool. Even though Camille was the one that apparently was the reason her dad died. Seems kind of backwards for Dina to be mad at the person who, like, foresaw her dad dying rather than the person who actually killed her dad, but... I guess she's also traumatized, so God knows how she's processing all of that.
I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay. Camille lost her entire family in a hollow disaster, so she's always supported the Exaltists.
Yeah, okay, that makes more sense.
She's not a bad person.
So she's doing the guilt tripping, but she's still, like, tolerating having her around.
She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up.
Rather than just, like, hating her and refusing to be anywhere near her like she is apparently doing with Vivian.
That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that all these years, she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think.
Yep, confirmed.
I didn't just fail to save Dina. I trapped her. I see misfortune approaching. But I can never change its course or avoid the bad ending. Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
Oh, it's not like that.
No way. You're not the one bringing bad luck. Whatever went down with the Exaltists, Landon used you. As for Dina and Camille, they know the truth, and they just made their choices.
They're refusing to acknowledge it.
The Hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. But not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like they do.
They're like that homegirl that Trigger just killed. They're just like have some really bad coping mechanisms that are now lashing out in the world around them.
Nathan.
You need to believe in yourself. You're currently resolving the sacrifice crisis with your own effort. I remember you saying you really like yourself now. So what's changed?
She's just bipolar.
Yes, that'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spill it all out. It lightens my heart a little, Lord Phaethon. You truly are a wonderful listener.
Elva Therapist is really out here just solving everybody's problems.
Whenever you're feeling down, don't hesitate to come to me.
I will. It's been such a long day. You must be exhausted. I'll track down the location of the sacrifice core and let you know what I find. Good night, Lord Phaethon.
Wake up at almost noon. Belgian was in the store just now, but you weren't here. First time the sacrifice core appeared was at that auction, and she tried to find the security footage. Possible more happen we're unaware of it. If we can get the footage, we may gain new clues. We're getting to hang out with Vivian so much. This is great.
Shaw, I didn't expect you to be
Shaw.
working here.
I was just covering someone's shift.
Is it like Nordic?
The screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage.
Blonde man wearing a hat.
He logged that footage into the tape he brought. Later, I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
Is this like recent?
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo... I think I know where he would hide the tape.
Yeah, it probably is, because I feel like I've seen her a lot, but I don't think I've heard her speak.
Thank you, Shaw. You were a big help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. So, I'm happy I could help you too.
I like her voice. She definitely sounds like a high schooler who's like kind of a little bit sassy, but still friendly.
Alright, go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll catch up another time.
Freelancer. Maybe she's not actually a high schooler. Maybe she's an adult. Yeah, and I've seen her pop up a couple of times too, just in regular quests. Hugo 1 took some footage. So this was before he quote unquote died. Be able to guess where he put the videotape. Didn't use communicators, so Hugo trained a few birds and put trackers on them so we could communicate. It flies around here from time to time. Nice! Time to go just shoot a bird out of the sky. Can't be sure which bird Hugo used. We're probably gonna capture it humanely. I don't think we're murderers. Also, probably it's not legal to just like hunt birds in city limits. How chill are these birds, by the way? You can walk all the way up to them and it's fine. They don't fly away. Hard to imagine this is the bird Hugo choose for the mission. Nope. It's definitely not this one, but I'm still going to take a picture of it anyways. Vivian probably would think it's funny. Penguins count as bird, I guess? Using a bamboo for communication seems perfectly reasonable. She didn't think it was funny. I thought it was funny. Lighten up, Vivian. Yi? What are you doing here, Master Yi? Free to tell me. We welcome all interesting things. Kaka Dev. Can I get back here? I can get back here. This looks more like Hugo's style. Black crows in the dark. How do you make sure the bird is in the same spot as when you left the message? Oh, thanks to Lord Phaethon we found them so quickly. He must have hidden the videotape among these boxes. I think crows do like keep stashes of stuff. They like hide all their stuff into one spot, so nobody else or other birds can get to it. Alrighty. I saw a video one time of like some guy in, I think, China that had like trained a crow or a raven of some sort to pick up like money that it found on the street and then bring it into his apartment and just like leave it in a drawer. So he would get home and there would just be like maybe like 20-30 bucks of change just like every day. Just because it liked doing that. It liked collecting shiny things like coins, and he specifically trained it to do that. That is like the coolest side hustle you could possibly have. Yeah, bro, my bird just fucking finds me money.
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian share the same goal. Silence is no good for negotiation.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of
It'll be the first time I've seen Hugo on screen since he died that one time. And it's a flashback, so this is before he died.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
In a minute.
The formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived, and Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. She's trying to combine the two to make sacrifices that would obey human commands.
Classic mad scientist
If the
shit.
dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the creator are leading us in the right direction. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather weird.
She's guilty. Or she feels guilty, not she did.
I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the chance to relay the information to you.
I mean, I guess she's technically guilty of the fact that she indirectly killed that guy.
I do not want any of my people to be going into danger. As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall into her hands. As for how things will ultimately play out,
The creator will guide me.
How can you say shit like the creator will guide me and not realize you're in a fucking cult full of insane people?
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
If you're like in a commune with like 10 or 15 other people and you have a phrase that you say over and over again to each other as like a method of communication, you gotta just get the fuck out, man. You gotta see a spade for a spade.
Now Camille's actions make sense. But why did Hugo never tell us?
Hugo...
Belle, Lycon said there's something urgent he needs to discuss with us right now.
Alright, let's patch him in.
Can't wait to tell Lycon that his boyfriend's alive. We'll figure it out eventually.
Master Proxy, I apologize for disturbing you. We have just learned that the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight. This banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their family to invite business partners to attend. With Hartman at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace him. The mayor has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune and is looking to partner with a person from an old and influential family.
Yuck, high society parties, man.
This information has lured a young man named Burton from the Ravenlock family.
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon and use Burton to infiltrate the banquet?
Correct. And Hartman's study is also...
She doesn't really need to pose as a tycoon. She has so much fucking money. She basically is a tycoon.
I see. Hartman's study might hold valuable information.
I'll just stand back and look pretty.
What should I do?
That's what I'm best at.
You can attend as her...
Oh, it's a date. Let's fucking go.
Plus one! Lord Phaethon, please go with me!
Oh, she's not even shy about it. She's like, yes!
Master Proxy, it seems Miss Vivian requires your presence, so...
Yes! Just your presence will help me immensely!
She's gonna get so distracted on the job.
the time and place for the meeting with Burton. If you encounter any danger, please evacuate immediately or contact me for backup. I hope everything goes well for you tonight.
Yes! Do I get to dress up? Do I get to put on a fancy, like, dinner dress? Please. Nathan, just leave the socializing to me. I won't let any evildoers get close to you. There's still times we have to go. Should we watch an instructional videotape on formal dinner etiquette? I cannot think of anything that sounds more miserable. I learned everything from videotapes when I first went undercover at a banquet for a mission too. I've seen like a few of like the rules for like high society and fancy dinner parties and whatnot. There's a lot of shit that like is just made up on the fly. There's a lot of bullshit rules, and if you don't follow them, people will like side-eye you because they know that you're not one of them. Like really arbitrary stuff. If you do not leave your like silverware on the correct spot on your plate to indicate that you were done eating, you will be judged harshly and not invited back for another party. Among other things. Though such a method isn't sufficient to master it, it's enough to deal with this one excursion. Hopefully it doesn't make me actually remember all this stuff. Nice. Burton. I don't know how long this little section is going to be. Hoping there's like a kind of sort of good stopping point too. Maybe I should have just not been greedy and hopped off after that last little quest. Miss Banshee? It's a bit long. Gotcha. I may skip town here then because I still gotta take a damn shower and probably go to bed because it's still a work day. Ravenlocks can protect me? Why would I bring a bodyguard? This is my escort for the night. Ravens are throwing a true feast for centuries with plenty of delicacies not available for anyone else, and she wanted to try some. You aren't so stingy as not allow to your guests a +1, are you? Of course not. Since you're an important companion to Miss Vivian's, you are also my honored guest. I do not know any, like, rich people my age who can just drag me around to eat fancy food. Actually, no, I don't think I would want this. I would hate being at these fucking dinner parties. Really, I would just want them to take me to, like, fancy sweet shops or whatever else. Oh, Vivian. I thought Banshee was a code name.
I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
Sincerity? My presence here is a show of sincerity.
My presence is a present. Kiss my ass.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious act.
I am well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion.
Most precious companion, LFG.
My deepest sincerity.
No need for such an off-color joke. Our door is always open for those coming or going.
Why do you say coming like that?
We both know what's what, so let's cut the small talk. I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune than most here. I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal, still remains in power.
Oh? Do tell.
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
How did you know that? No, who are you?
Don't be so tense. If I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet began. My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you treat your guests? By letting them starve?
Also, the other thing too about these dinner parties is these shits don't fucking start until like 8:30 or 9 p.m.
Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll
I eat dinner
remember where the
way earlier than that.
You know where the sacrifice is?
So, can we go get something to eat now? And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you.
Ominous.
We can discuss what you wish to know while we enjoy dessert.
Of course. I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters on an empty stomach. As for dessert, I will prepare it myself, and I guarantee it will satisfy you.
That's just gonna be poison, bro. I'll taste test it for you.
I'll come find you later. I wish you a pleasant evening.
kinds of people are exhausting to deal with.
You're telling me.
I really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
What did you mean by dessert just now? I couldn't really follow.
It's like a euphemism
Hugo
for
taught me that
something.
bringing up dessert in such situations is a way of telling the other party they need to offer more.
Oh.
Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is fake hidden from the other family members.
Harmon is gonna be in real shit once that leaks.
Otherwise, Burden wouldn't have been so willing to raise his offer. Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
All right, I've already taken.
We're gonna do
a
like
look
some
around the
James
terrain.
Bond
Once
infiltration.
more people arrive, we'll enter the garden through the door in the corner of the banquet hall.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Wherever you go, I'll follow, Lord Phaethon. Isn't this going a bit too well?
Maybe we're just lucky. Let's contact Lycan. I feel like that's never a bad idea.
The security around the manor is really strict, but inside might be more lax. But just in case, let's tell Lycon.
Right. Having some backup would be safer.
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondences for clues. I still have concerns about the sacrifice core.
Right. Though the core he gave Dina was fake, Hartman might have left a trick up his sleeve and hid the real one.
Then let's split up.
Split up, gang. Always a good idea.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the
Oh, shit,
Ravenlock
busted.
family banquet not to your satisfaction? So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for
Just murder him, bro. Why are we not as willing to use murder as we should be? We should have murdered Dina, we should murder this guy. I'm going full D&D murder hobo. Kill everyone I don't like.
Don't want to come out. Well,
These people are unequivocally bad though, so I don't feel bad suggesting such a thing.
Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank
He's just one guy with a gun, bro. Vivian, you were stronger than this.
Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you.
I bet there's not even any fucking bodyguards near here.
Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regard. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself. The bullet.
Hey, who's back?
Dear uncle, why must we be so distant with one another?
I was expecting him to be having like a giant like bandage on his chest where it's like, you know, where he got punched clean through. But I guess that would maybe be under his
Tell me
shirt.
what you want to say directly.
Hugo! Impossible! You're...
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want. Did you really think I would be defeated so soon? When I have yet to trample you into the dirt.
You filthy bastard! You only know how to resort to these petty tricks!
Petty tricks? Perhaps you'd like to know what I
I would say
managed to
taking the bullets out of your
accomplish
gun that you're
using
holding
this
is more than a petty
fake
trick.
Death of mine, my dear uncle.
Okay.
Faking my own death. Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end.
Oh, so this was all planned by Lycon ahead of time. Shit, okay.
It was just to keep Hartman off my back, but maybe I went a little overboard.
Okay.
The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize at some point.
Also, it traumatized poor Vivian too, definitely. Alright, well I think I'll probably start this little section of the quest on the next stream that I'm on.
Guess I'll also bring Lycon
Hugo,
along.
I thought you were done talking, so I started talking, but I'll let you finish. Are you done? Yeah, I'll do this next section next time, and hopefully get Vivian with the remaining pulls that I have left over. Like 10 left from Pity, and it's going to be a 50-50, so we'll fucking see. And also probably still also going to try some Nikki too, for good measure. But we'll put a cap on this one. I'm gonna go the fuck to bed. Thanks for coming, as always. Appreciate you. Appreciate having you here. Have a good rest of your evening. Sleep well. I will see you around. Adios, my dude. Peace.